Hello everyone, I will continue to share with you about the project management and especially I want to emphasize the first stage of the project life cycle, which is the define the project. So as I mentioned the first videos, define the project to have you define the goals and define the tasks, define the people who involved in to work your project, right? So based on that, I will clearly explain in more details in these videos. Def so when we define the goals, we need to have a scope, project scopes or scopes statements. What does mean? Project scopes is kinds of defines the end result to the customers or to the users. What does mean? Actually, this means like define the goals of the project to make people understand the project goals and project scope. And when we deliver that goals or project scope statement to all level of management to the staff, they make sure they are understand able about the project scope and also share with other people who involved in like stakeholders or people level of management people who can plan the activities in related to the goals to make sure projects is aligned straight and yeah, so that's the reason we need to define the goals and we know that. So moving on priorities in the goals, when we define which one is the most important task, we define the goals related to uh, time, cost and scope. That's or in another words we can call budget for the cost, budget, time and scope. What are the three dimensions of the project? To priorities which one's more important, all of them are important to focus on, to have people focus on the projects based on those things. And I to have you do better in the first stage define the projects, we I will offer you these tools to help you learn the projects better. First of all, I will talk about WBS. What does mean? That mean the work breakdown structure. And second, that's RBS. That is organization breakdown structures. And third, related to also scopes, task breakdown structures. So what does means for the work breakdown structures? Work breakdown structures that means you need when you define the project and then you plan who will do the activities to until breakdown until small activities to specific people. Why? Because we need to identify who will complete the task, who will do that, who will responsible for specific activities to control the time, life, and their quality of work. We mentioned about the responsibility metrics or key performance when they do the task later on. Yeah, so that's why we need to break down the task. That's we call the stones work breakdown structures. Breakdown until the bottom line of the work of the project. And second, we will do the organizational structure, breakdown structures. We need to break down all units or departments involved in the project to identify the timeline, the budgets, the resources they will offer, they will involve in to do the project, to break down, to understand how much they will spend on the project, who will responsibility, what department involved in the project, to break down the organization structure. And finally, we kind of call that a code breakdown structure system. When we do all those things, we will have a communication plans when we do that, because we identify the communication channel to communicate with different department, different people in different channels. And we also, when we do that, it helps us to recognize or focus on the task and responsibility and the metrics to measure our quality of the work, and also have us estimate the timeline, the budgets that people spend on the projects to know the actual cost, which compare with the plans cost plan. Yes, so that's very important when we understand and keep that in mind when we do the define the projects. Make the specific task, break down the task for specific people, and break down the timeline, because we do that help us to understand the timeline, the cost, the activities, and who people who do this and matches on them, measure that work. Okay, I can apply more on the knowledge to our projects in future work. Okay, thank you so much everyone for watching this video. I hope you like this, or you can share with your friends if you think that this video is useful to them. And you can subscribe to support my video YouTube channel. Thank you so much everyone. Bye for now.